Hello, I am Pat Paw. Please watch this video, like, and subscribe. Thank you.
In the land of Narrathia, stories were the lifeblood of the realm. From the moment the sun rose until it dipped below the horizon, the people of Narrathia gathered to hear tales spun by the Storyteller. The Storyteller was no ordinary person. His words had the power to weave magic into the very fabric of the world. Tales of bravery brought strength to warriors, love stories nurtured bonds, and legends of wisdom guided the rulers. But one day, the land of Narrathia was thrown into darkness. The Storyteller was missing. Panic spread through the kingdom like wildfire. Without him, crops began to wither, rivers slowed to a trickle, and the once vibrant colors of the world began to fade. The people of Narrathia feared that without his stories, the kingdom would soon fall into ruin. It wasn't long before news spread of a dark goblin who had kidnapped the Storyteller and dragged him deep into a dark, damp cave hidden within the heart of the Forbidden Forest. The goblin, known as Grimsmudge, was notorious for his hatred of light and joy, and he sought to plunge the entire land into an endless night of silence and despair. Desperate to save their kingdom, the people of Narrathia called upon their bravest knights to rescue the Storyteller. Many hesitated, fearing the wrath of Grimsmudge and the terrors of the Forbidden Forest, but one knight stepped forward, his blue eyes gleaming with determination. Sebastian, the youngest and most courageous knight in the kingdom. "I will rescue the Storyteller," Sebastian declared, "and I will bring back the stories that make our land thrive." With the blessings of the king, Sebastian set out on his quest. Armed with his sword and shield and guided by the light of his unwavering heart, he ventured into the shadowy depths of the Forbidden Forest. The forest was a place of dark magic, where the trees whispered secrets and the air was thick with a sense of foreboding. Sebastian pressed on, undeterred by the eerie sounds and the chilling winds that seemed to claw at his resolve. He knew that without the Storyteller, the light of Narrathia would soon be extinguished. After days of trekking through the treacherous forest, Sebastian finally reached the entrance of Grimsmudge's lair, a gaping maw of a cave shrouded in mist and darkness. The air inside was damp and cold, and the walls glistened with moisture. As Sebastian descended into the cave, the light from his torch barely pierced the inky blackness. Deeper and deeper he went, until at last he heard a faint voice, a voice that was weak but unmistakable. It was the Storyteller, imprisoned in a cage of iron, guarded by the fearsome goblin, Grimsmudge. The goblin snarled when he saw Sebastian. "Foolish knight, you dare to enter my domain? The Storyteller is mine now, and without his stories, your kingdom will wither away." But Sebastian stood tall and fearless. "You may have taken the Storyteller, but you will never take the spirit of Narrathia. I will not leave without him." With a roar, Grimsmudge lunged at Sebastian, his claws gleaming in the dim light. The battle was fierce, with Grimsmudge using every dark trick he knew to try and overwhelm the young knight. But Sebastian fought with the strength of 1,000 stories, each swing of his sword fueled by the courage and hope of his people. In a final desperate move, Sebastian struck down Grimsmudge, his sword cutting through the darkness that had long plagued the cave. The goblin let out a shriek as he was vanquished, and with his defeat, the cave began to tremble. The walls cracked, and the darkness that had enveloped the cave began to lift. Sebastian rushed to the Storyteller's side, freeing him from the cage. The Storyteller, though weak, smiled gratefully at the brave knight. "You have done more than just rescue me, Sebastian. You have restored the light to our world." Together, they made their way out of the cave, and as they emerged into the light of day, the kingdom of Narrathia was reborn. The rivers flowed freely once more, the crops began to flourish, and the vibrant colors returned to the land. Sebastian was hailed as a hero, and the Storyteller once again took his place at the heart of the kingdom. With his return, the stories of Narrathia grew even more powerful, for now he had a new legend to tell, the tale of the brave knight named Sebastian, who faced the darkness and brought back the light. And so, the kingdom of Narrathia thrived, its stories continuing to weave magic into the world, ensuring that the light would never fade again. Would you like an illustration or a second chapter to continue the adventure?